Well, who would have thought they're coming for more of our money? They want more through taxation. Our federal government has proven time and time again that they could not care less about the American people. They could not care less about our happiness, our prosperity. All they want is all they can get out of us, because to them, we are like cattle to be worked, to be robbed, to be taxed into poverty. Our federal government over the last 3 years has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel and other nations, even nations like Iran that is supposed to be our enemy. We send money to them. The United States government sends money everywhere because they're getting kickbacks. They're making profit off of this. So that makes more inflation. And inflation, in fact, is a form of taxation. So they print more money and they spend that money and you pay it back through inflation. So we have regular, good old-fashioned inflation right now, and it's going up and up and up. And everyone is feeling this at the gas pump, at the grocery store. When you buy anything, you can feel that inflation. Now they want to raise taxes. So they want to take it before you even get a chance to spend it now. We already were paying way too much taxes, but now they want more. They want it all. This article here on the Daily Mail, Warren Buffett reveals the news no American taxpayer wants to hear. As the government tackles rising debt, here's what it means for you. Rising debt, stop spending, but they can't do it. They want to spend, and give and give and give. And a lot of the money that they pass these budget bills and these aid packages to Ukraine and Israel, that money is going to military industrial complex here in the United States. A lot of it is. And they're getting their kickbacks themselves. They don't care about us whatsoever at all. Inflation. They don't care about inflation. They don't care about the national debt. They don't care about us. They're going to tax us through inflation, money printing, and they're going to tax us now before we even get the money to spend this inflated dollars. It is sickening, is what it is, guys. Warren Buffett has said he expects the U.S. government to increase taxes rather than reduce spending. Who would have thought they wanted to reduce spending anyway? No one thought that. Warren Buffett is definitely right about that. They're not going to reduce spending. When has the federal government actually tried to reduce spending? It's always spend. That's all they know. Republicans and Democrats, none of them tries to have a balanced budget. They will they're just trying to see how much they can spend. We have a national debt now officially of over $34 trillion. And it's growing more and more and more. There's no end in sight. They're spending as quickly as they can possibly spend, which is making more inflation. That's why you're paying more to live. That's why prices are going up on everything, because the value of the dollar is going down because there's more dollars in existence. So you're being taxed through inflation. But now they're going to raise your taxes even before you get the money to spend those inflated dollars. It is sickening. The declaration delivered Saturday comes as the U.S. is hard-pressed to address widening debts, as the national debt recently topped $34 trillion, an amount nearly as big as the entire U.S. economy, Buffett added. So, they may not want to decrease spending, and they may decide they'll take a larger percentage of what we own and will pay it. And that is what they're going to do. They're going to raise taxes. They want it all. They don't care about the American people. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about your prosperity. All they care about is lining their own pockets. That's what it is. The military-industrial complex, the pharmaceutical-industrial complex, everything goes there, and they get their kickbacks. That's pretty much what 90% of it goes to anyways. Pointing to the U.S. dollar's place as the world's foremost reserve currency, he theorized, "My best speculation is that the U.S. debt will be acceptable for a very long time because there's not much alternative." Totally, completely disagree. What does he think that BRICS is? Does he not see all the countries getting off the dollar and dumping those dollars as quickly as possible? That's what BRICS is all about. It's an economic war to crash the dollar. No one wants the dollar anymore. No one wants our debt. So he's totally wrong here, and he knows that he's wrong when he's saying this. He's just playing along with the talking points here with this right here. Interest payments on $34 trillion U.S. national debt will exceed defense spending this year, as legendary investor Paul Tudor Jones says a debt bomb set to go off in U.S. Interest payments on the U.S. national debt will eclipse defense spending in 2024. Grim new projections show federal debt is at a historic high, having hit a staggering $34 trillion earlier this year. Interest payments on this debt are now the fastest growing part of the federal budget. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, they jumped above Medicaid this year and will rise above defense and Medicare later this year. The former is health coverage for people with limited income, and the latter is mostly for over 65s. It means by the end of 2024, interest payments will be the second largest government expenditure. Only Social Security will be a bigger cost. Net interest has been exploding over the past few years, with payments nearly doubling from $352 billion in 2021 to $659 billion in 2024. Or 2023, sorry guys. In 2024, the federal agency predicts interest will total $870 billion and surge past $1 trillion annually by 2026. So it's not sustainable, guys. The economy is going to crash. It's not sustainable. It is obvious at this point. And they don't care at all about us. They want you in poverty. They want to take everything. They want to take our homes. They want to take our savings. They want to take everything that we have, everything that we make, and give it to other countries, to give it to people crossing across our southern border, because they're what's important. And this, like tax increases, is not going to help the economy, because businesses are already struggling. Increasing taxes is going to make more businesses fail. It's going to cause people to spend less, because they're going to have less money to spend, because they're taking it before you even spend it. They are taxing it when you spend it through inflation, but now they want to take even more, which they take a lot already, before it's even spent. It's going to mean people are going to have harder times making it. Companies, businesses are going to get less money coming in, because people are going to be spending less. They're going to close down, less jobs. It's a domino effect to crash the economy. And in my opinion, that is what they're doing. They are 100% trying to crash the dollar and trying to crash the economy, because everything they do is detrimental to the United States economy and the United States as a whole. It's like they sit around a table thinking, strategizing how they can destroy this country, because everything they are doing is to destroy the country. It's obvious. It's obvious. Open borders, spending, more taxation. They're trying to crash the economy. They're trying to destroy the country, because they want to come in. They want it to be as difficult as possible for everyone. They want you to be in poverty, starvation, homeless. They want to take everything that you have. They want the crime to go up. They want businesses shut down, because they want you suffering. They want us suffering, because then they can come in and offer the solution. And the solution is Great Reset. Well, we'll all own nothing, and we'll all be happy, according to the World Economic Forum. That is what it's working up to. They're trying to crash the economy. They're trying to make as much crime as possible, as much violence here in the United States as possible, when the borders open. That's why everything we see is going on, because it's going to bring in the Great Reset. When everyone is suffering enough, everyone is in misery enough, people will be begging for relief, and they will welcome the Great Reset. They will welcome a digital currency. They will welcome a basic income, socialism, communism. That's what the plan is. If things are bad enough, people will accept anything to get back to some resemblance of normalcy. And that is the plan, to cause as much turmoil, as much suffering as possible. Economic crash would definitely do it. That's what they're working on. And when it all goes down, they will come in and offer the solution. And the solution is economic reset. Giving them total power, total ownership of everything, and you'll own nothing, and you'll be happy because they will own it all. You will be on a rent-based system. You will be given a small monthly central bank digital currency that you have to spend in before you get the next installment on your check or on your card or on your chip or whatever it is, how they're going to do this. Total control. That's what they're working on, guys. Total friggin' control. It's obvious to see these people aren't that stupid. They're getting rich from all the kickbacks, all of their politicians, Democrats and Republicans both. But they know what this is going to cause. It's going to cause economic crash. And that's what they want. The Federal Reserve is stuck between a rock and a hard place. If the Fed pushes higher rates, interest payments on our $34 trillion national debt could spin wildly out of control, and bank balance sheets will be in even worse condition than they are now. And this article talks about the economy, and it's a pretty good article. I'm not going to read this right here right now. I was going to read more of it, but I'm kind of getting pissed off thinking about this, to be honest about it, guys. Thinking about the way the federal government is robbing us through inflation and wanting to raise taxes, knowing people right now are suffering. People are having a hard time right now financially. Difficult times making ends meet. However, they don't care. They're going to raise taxes. And they will tell you it's on this group over here, but rest assured, it's going to trickle down to everyone because they want it all. They want it to crash. They want to crash the dollar because they have to crash it before they can reset it. It's obvious, but so many people are so stupid they can't see this. I've talked to people until I'm blue in the face, trying to get people to prep, trying to get people to prepare, telling these people that, not just here on YouTube, but out in public also, you have to get ready as best you can because it's going to get very, very difficult. And the only thing I know to do is to prepare, stockpile as much as you can now, the way you'll have it, and you can have it at the prices you'll spend now instead of 6 months from now, which is going to be a lot more. Put back gold and silver if you can, get armed, get ammunition, put in a garden, try to raise some of your own food, try to pay off debt if you can. Just do what you can to get ready because this economy is going to crash. They're going to come in and take everything. And they're going to offer the solution. It's going to be the Great Reset, which is total full control. Central bank digital currencies, social credit score systems, the full China system, control system. That's all I got today, guys. I can't ask you to like the video because who would like this video? When this video is just completely full of bad news. But if you appreciate the video, then give it a big thumbs. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.